Today we got two of my favorite mystical beings going head to head. Doctor Strange versus John Constantine. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Dr. Stephen Strange was once a gifted but egotistical surgeon who sought out the Ancient One to heal his hands after they were wounded in a car accident. Instead, the Ancient One trained him to become Master of the Mystic Arts and the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth. Now, being the Master of the Mystic Arts and the Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Strange is obviously one of the most powerful sorcerers in the world. He uses mystical energy invoked by spells or incantations that allow him to project mystical energy as bolts, slashes, binds, or shields. He can manipulate the forces of the universe, manipulate matter in various forms of energy, and transmute and control elements. He can also open or seal portals to other realms, teleport or travel through dimensions, and he's even demonstrated control over dimensions and reality. He can turn intangible and invisible, project himself into the astral plane, communicate with the dead, manipulate dreams, summon supernatural beings, and he's demonstrated vast mental capabilities like telepathy and telekinesis. Dr. Strange can also channel the virtually limitless power of mystical and non-mystical beings, which has given rise to the saying that Strange is just as powerful as the god that he invokes. For instance, he's been able to call upon the powers of Sidorak, Agamotto, and Hoggoth before. He's also quite capable of utilizing black magic, although Strange tends to do so under the most extreme of circumstances. Then he has a formidable arsenal of magical artifacts, most notably the Eye of Agamotto and the Cloak of Levitation. The cloak functions as a sort of third set of hands for Strange, allowing him to entangle opponents, fly, and levitate. It's also virtually indestructible, and has shielded him from attacks before. And the Eye of Agamotto is an artifact with many different uses, just as vastly enhancing his psychic powers, and allows for interdimensional travel, serves as a protective talisman, and is also an irresistible offensive weapon. John Constantine, the Hellblazer, is a working-class magician, occult detective, and a golden-tongued conman. He is well known for his scathing wit, endless cynicism, ruthless cunning, and constant chain-smoking. While Constantine comes across as a roguish, counterculture anti-hero, he's also driven by a heartfelt desire to defend mankind against the forces of evil. Constantine is very much a brains over brawn character, and while he has been known to engage in combat with someone from time to time, he'd much rather outsmart someone than beat them up. He's considered a master con artist, and he's extremely manipulative, even being able to con the devil himself. He also prefers to make instant decisions, relying on his miraculous brain to get out of tough situations, rather than preparing for things long in advance. He's famously skilled in magic, and knows divination, demon spawning, cursing opponents, gallomancy, occlumancy, necromancy, vivimancy, illusion casting, and some street-level magic stuff. John has shown the ability to return from the dead and resurrect himself, and also has supernaturally good luck. It's sometimes referred to as synchronicity wave traveling, but this good luck is essentially a form of localized, low-level reality warping, and that explains why he survived all that he survived. So who wins? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Now, in a random encounter, Constantine might be able to pull out a victory with his manipulation and cunning. But honestly, I see it going to Dr. Strange in a random fight. That doesn't matter, because this right here is going to be a prep fight. Each one of these guys will be given a full week to prepare for this fight, and they'll know who it is they're going up against. What I mean by that is that Constantine will know he's going up against the Sorcerer Supreme and Master of the Mystic Arts, while Strange knows he's going up against Constantine, the occult detective, and the golden-tongued con man. So then let's actually dive in. Now, the key to this fight is what these two heroes know about each other. Strange just knows that Constantine is an occult detective and a con man, a normal guy who's sensitive to magic. He doesn't have any power of his own, and uses magic around him and spells and incantations to make things happen. Basically what I'm getting at is that Doctor Strange will underestimate him, and probably prepare little to none in this fight. But Constantine, on the other hand, well, Constantine has regularly shown that he can defeat countless demons and other powerful beings, and he doesn't even need that much time to prepare beforehand. Let's talk about some of the things that he has managed to do. For starters, he's managed to outsmart and beat the First of the Fallen 3 separate times. Now, for those that don't know, the First of the Fallen was actually the conscious of the Presence given form, so that the Presence could talk to himself. Now, the First of the Fallen believed that giving humans free will was a huge mistake, and when the Presence didn't like this idea, he cast him out, causing him to become the First of the Fallen. The first time, John was just hanging out with a friend who was dying, and had sold his soul to the First of the Fallen, and this friend died that night. So when the Fallen One came to collect the soul, John was there, cast a simple spell, and offered him a drink. The First of the Fallen was shocked and impressed by Constantine's tenacity, and so he agreed. The two shared a beer, but then John undid the spell, revealing that the beer was actually holy water, and the Fallen One doubled over in pain and was defeated. Then Constantine beat him 2 other times, even though the First of the Fallen knew about him and was gunning for him, as he wanted to torture Constantine's soul more than anybody else. In fact, John has defeated and outsmarted every single Lord of Hell and Demon there is. He defeated the Archangel Gabriel, and was even able to trick the Presence, or God himself, into doing his bidding. You see, Constantine convinced the Presence that he could take over Hell in about 500 years, organize, and be a whole next level of threat. And the Presence believed him. So much so that he actually ended his contract with the First of the Fallen, all to prevent John from going to Hell. These are beings who are clearly leagues and leagues above Doctor Strange, and none of these things really took more than a few days of time to prepare beforehand. Doctor Strange is powerful, but he'll be underestimating Constantine from the beginning, and that'll be to his disadvantage. John is arguably the best prepper in all of comics, even better than Batman, Doctor Doom, and Thanos, and he has what it takes to defeat Doctor Strange. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see you next time.